Hi there everyone, welcome to another Palace Daily. It's going to be a short one from me today. Really, there's a big bit of news today, as I'm sure you're all aware if you're Palace fans watching this. Been circling around social media for a while today, and it's been a really interesting way. Of course, today is the day that the transfer window's opened as well, so it's a really interesting way to open up the transfer window. Specifically, Sky have been reporting or put out that Wilfried Zaha said he wants to leave Crystal Palace. But the Eagles do not want to sell him. That's the main feature that's coming out of Sky at the moment today. So I want to give my thoughts on that. Because I've seen so much. Of course, you're going to see a lot of response to this sort of piece. Zaha, he's been linked with a move for years now, and it's finally looking like, in terms of performance on the pitch and recognition from the top clubs, that a move's coming ever closer. But for me personally, I think there's been some overreaction from opposition fans. I think a lot of Palace fans have got it spot on, and I totally agree with their points. And that is that Wilfried Zaha is it goes without saying, is so important to Crystal Palace. Words can't describe how important he is and what he brings, the way he can drive a ball from our own half into the attacking thirds, and take on men and free up space by players have to double up when defending him. He takes away so much pressure off of other players. He creates so much. He's so integral to how we play, and he represents Crystal Palace as a club, as the South London philosophy, if you like, that counter-attacking football that we all love to see, putting your heart and soul out onto the pitch, and leaving nothing else out there. That sort of style that Palace fans love. He just embodies it, and he's already a legend at the club. He's an icon. There's going to be statues of him if we ever do expand the ground. I'm sure of that. So when you have a player of that importance to a club, he's not going to go cheap. I don't care whether he's perceived by opposition fans or opposition clubs as not, as overrated, or he doesn't, or not worth the transfer fee of 70 mil plus that has been rumoured amongst Palace, or definitely amongst Palace fans. We think that 70 mil plus is what you have to be looking for minimum, because of the importance of him to Crystal Palace. He's not worth that to another club. That's why it's a sticky situation. I don't think it goes without question that Zaha wants to leave because he wants. If he does want to leave, it's because he wants European football. He wants to play in Europe. And we know as fans he's good enough. And as I said in many videos in the past, and I'll say it again, no Palace fan, or in my opinion, no Palace fan should ever be upset with Zaha for wanting to leave, or if he does leave. No one should be upset with him for that or making that decision. He should be allowed to go. Or not shouldn't be allowed to go, but should want that ambition to leave. And if he leaves and goes to a club that's got that ambition and is in a European level, then absolutely 100% we should all be backing him, in my honest opinion, as fans, and wishing him all the best, because he's that good to play at that level, and it'll be incredible to see a Palace player in this day and age playing at that level. But on the other hand, it's tough for the club, because he is so important to the club. When a club say, or when Sky is saying we do not want to sell, it's mainly because we're offering some money so high that it's pricing a lot of the big clubs out of the market. It's the money you got to pay for a star man in one of these top teams, really. And I don't think that any of the top six right now, if he went to them, would be the star man in any of those teams. Perhaps Hazard, if he leaves Chelsea, he could go in as the big money deal, but Pulisic is going in. He's going to be the next big star man at Chelsea. Arsenal, I think most Arsenal fans would agree that Lacazette, Aubameyang, Ozil are their star players, and I think if Zaha came in, even if Arsenal can't afford him, I don't think, but even if he went to Arsenal and they did put all their money into him, just him, he wouldn't be deemed as their star man, their player that is their most marketable, or the biggest name on the team sheet. I don't think that's what Arsenal fans would perceive him as either. I think so it's a tough situation. We are demanding money for star quality money for our star man. We're absolutely entitled to do that. And it's because of that I think that these rumours and the circulation's coming around again. The sort of stories are circulating again about him wanting to leave and that he's going to go. I'm not paying any notice of it until a bid comes in. Until a bid comes in, it's all waffle to me. But I'd love to know your guys' thoughts as well. I think that kind of sums it up how we all feel. We definitely would support him if he goes to one of those clubs, no doubt about it. He's done everything for this club and more. But it's whether one of those clubs is willing to pay top dollar for a player that probably won't be the top man in their teams, and on Palace's point of view, absolutely entitled to set the price that high, because without him in the squad, we're so different. We're a much weaker side without him in the team, and he means that much to us that we have to set the price that high. You want him, come and get him, because he is our star man, and that's why last year putting him on a new 5-year deal was such good business, because now on top of that, it means he's now our highest paid player, well over 100 grand a week. So a top club now has to offer him at least that amount of money again. So it's great business from Palace. Obviously, there's a chance that Zaha could get unsettled, but I honestly think that he won't, because it's South London, it's his boyhood club, he loves it at Crystal Palace. He's Crystal Palace through and through. I don't think he will get unsettled if he had to stay another year. In my opinion, whatever happens, we've got absolute maximum, one more season with him, and then he's gone, whatever happens this summer. But yeah, I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. Zaha, is he going or staying? Do you take any notice of these transfer rumours? We have heard it all before, but is there something different this time? I personally think there is a chance he could go, but until a bid comes in, I'm not going to pay any notice to this transfer rumours. And absolute best case scenario, we get him for one more season at Sellers Park. That's my thoughts. Love to know yours. Comment down below, and also comment below who you think we should sign in this transfer window. I will be doing transfer videos coming out shortly regarding ins and outs at Palace and who I think would be good fits for the club. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Get your thoughts in down below as always, and on Twitter and social media, and I'll see you guys next time.